Hey guys, it's Z here back with another tutorial and I hope you all are doing great. So guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make some different graphs according to different styles with the zoom in and zoom out, and also along with that I'm going to teach you how I make my clips in Capcut. But before we start this tutorial, first of all I need you to watch these two tutorials first. One is about how I do advanced compositing with that inner glow in Capcut, and the other one is about clones. So I made around 8 different types of clones in Capcut. Make sure to watch both of these before you watch this tutorial. I'll provide the link of these two tutorials in the description. So alright, now without wasting any time, let's begin this tutorial. Alright guys, so first of all just open your CapCut and mark the beats. And the graphs that I'm going to teach you right now are like Pekisawa style, that simple zoom in and zoom out. You guys will be seeing the preview on the screen right now. So first of all, I'll teach you guys these. But before we start it, I'm going to show you what is the ratio that I use. So I use a custom ratio 900 by 1080 and my FPS is always 60. And I also turn on the proxy from here because this reduces lag a lot. So I just do that. And right now I just added the background. And the first thing that we do, the basics, is that make the BG fit the ratio, just increase its size. Then I'm going to add the animation here. And the first thing that I do with the animation is that I reduce its speed and then turn on the optical flow. This just makes it way smoother. And after that, you guys know the basic, just remove its background and also turn down the saturation of the background color from HSL. So I'm just going to do that real quick here. And after that, you guys need to just wait for the smooth slow-mo to apply. And after it's applied, you guys need to compound clip both of these. So just compound clip them. And now we're going to start giving it the keyframes. So add a keyframe at the starting, then on the next beat, then on the next beat, and on the next beat, and at the last. So this is what you'll do here. And then in the starting, you guys, if you want to add a zoom out, just add a zoom out. Or if you guys want to add zoom in on the next beat, just zoom in like this. I just added a zoom in on the second beat and also on the third beat. So that's just it. This is the zoom in and zoom out which we are going to add. Now after this, you are going to learn the graphs. So for the graphs, just open the keyframe animation. Now what you need to do is that select the first frame and give it the third graph line. Now go one frame forward and move it up a little bit just like this. Then click on the second keyframe and then give it the third graph line, make sure, and then you need to make it a little bit straight and a little bit down just like this. So that's just basically it. Now next for the zoom out, just do the same thing, but instead of making the line go up, you need to make it go down. So as you can see, like I went one frame forward and did something like this. Then for the next keyframe, just give it the third graph line. Make sure to give it the third one because if you give the middle one, it will just mess up a lot. So just do this and then again drag it straight and a little bit up. So that's just basically it. That's how you can do these graphs. Then you need to do the same for the next two beats too. A little bit up at the starting and then a little bit straight and down on the second keyframe. And then same for the zoom out again too. Just move it a little bit down in the starting and then on the next keyframe, just make it a little bit straight and a little bit up. Now you can just close the keyframe animation and there you have it. As you can see, like this is how you can do this graph. It's so easy and it looks clean. So guys, this was just the normal zoom in and zoom out with nothing advanced. Now we're gonna advance it. So for that, you just need to go inside the compound clip and then you'll have to give keyframes to the animation too. So for that, what we're gonna do is just copy paste this compound clip aside now, then uncompound clip the first one. And now what you're gonna do is give it the keyframes as you did before on the animation, not on the background. Okay. So just first of all, adjust its size. Like I wanted this small, then give it the keyframes on each of the beats. Now what I did here is that I added a zoom out on the starting to make it zoom in on the next beat, just like you did before in the compound clip. You have to do the same keyframing and the same zoom in and zoom out. And after that, you're going to do some different type of graphs on this. So for that, just open the keyframe animation. Now give graph to the second keyframe and then give it the third graph line. Now you have to move it straight just like this. And then right after it, give it a keyframe and then remove it so that this removes the line. Then do the same for the zoom out too. Just give it the graph line and then move it straight, just like this. And then again remove the graph by just adding a keyframe right after it and then remove it. This will remove the graph line. And then just do the same for the two beats too. Now next, just compound clip both of these. After this, you just need to copy paste the graphs that you did before on this clip so that it has the same graphs, or you can just do them again by yourself. So as you can see, this is more advanced than the first one. It has some more movement to the character, that the character is moving on its own and the background too. So this is the advanced version of this thing. And now we're going to move on to the Haiku type of zoom in and zoom out, or the one I do in my edits. So let's move on to that. Alright guys, for this next zoom in and zoom out, first of all, I'm going to teach you the one with the stick character, like the background and the character will be together. So just compound clip the animation and that. And then for the keyframes, what you need to do is do the same for each of the beats. First of all, add a keyframe at the starting, then on the next beat, then go one frame to the left and then add a keyframe there, and then go a little bit more and then add a keyframe there too. So this is the keyframing that you will do on each of the beat. Now, first of all, I need a zoom out in the starting. So in the starting, I'll just add a zoom out. And then on the third keyframe, I'll just zoom in, but a little bit, not that much. And also on the second keyframe, make sure that your scale is around 105 or 106. Now next, for the zoom in, just add the same keyframing at the next beat. Just add a keyframe there, then go one frame to the left, add a keyframe there too. And then at the middle, just zoom in. And then again do the same for the zoom out. Just add a keyframe at the next beat, then go one frame to the left, add a keyframe there, then go a little bit more left, then add a keyframe there too. Then I'm just going to do the same for the ending too. And then for the third beat, what you're going to do is add a zoom out again, just like before. Make sure that the values of this zoom out and at the starting are same. Then on the third keyframe of this clip, add a zoom in, just like this. And then on the next beat, just zoom in again, just like this. So these are the keyframes that you're going to do here. These are the values you can just see. Now we're going to start adding the graphs. So for these graphs, these are kind of advanced, so you have to look them carefully. I may not be able to explain them properly because English is not my main language, plus I don't know how am I doing it. So just bear it now. Okay, so open the keyframe animation. So open your keyframe animation, and then what you're gonna do is that add a graph to the first keyframe, then move it down just like this, then click on the second keyframe, and then you have to move it a little bit straight just like this, not till the end, one frame before the ending, just like this. And then at the starting, you need to make it a little bit straight, just drag it straight, and a little bit down just like this. Make sure that your graphs are curving just like me, because the more it curves, the more it is better. So you have to do it something like this. So that will be the zoom out. And then if you want to make it a little bit fast, you can just drag the first keyframes graph a little bit down just like this, or you are okay with that, so it's just fine. Then for the zoom in, just add the graph, move it a little bit up, and then on the second keyframe, just do the same as you did before on the second keyframe. Just make it straight. Then on this graph, you need to make it a little bit down just like this to make it more smooth. So these are the graphs that you're gonna do on the next two beats too. So just do that real quick. Just give it the graph and then move it down. Then click on the second keyframe, give it the graph line, and make sure to give it the second graph line, because if you give it the third one, it will not look good. So just drag it straight from the ending, and then at the starting, just drag it straight and down. And then again for the zoom in, just give it the graph line, move it up, and then on the second keyframe, move it straight at the ending, and then a little bit straight and down from the starting. So these are the graphs. I'll just slow down the video. You guys can just watch it. It's quite easy for me. You guys just need to follow each and every step of mine, and these will look good. So as you can see, this looks something like this. It's the same graphs that I use in my Sagi edit. So these are the graphs that I use for zoom in and zoom out. Now I'm going to make it advanced just like I did in that edit. So for that, you need to give movement to the animation too. So these are the same graphs that you have to give to the animation. So first of all, you just need to just move it aside. I'll just copy paste it here. Then I'll just click on the animation, adjust its size first. Then I'll give it the same keyframing as I did on the compound clip. So just do the same things. The same zoom in and zoom out, you have to do it just like you did on the compound clip. But in the zoom out case, you need to do something. So first of all, you need to go at the starting and then just zoom in a lot like this. And then on the third keyframe, you need to zoom in as same value as you did on the first keyframe. So that's the only change you have to do here. Rest of the things will be the same and with the same graphs. So I'm gonna explain the graphs one more time. For the graphs, just give it the graph and then just move it down like this. Then click on the second keyframe, give it the second graph line. Then you need to move it straight from the ending, just like this. And then at the starting, just make it straight a little bit and then move it a little bit down. Make sure that it's curved like this, because if it's not curved like that, it will not look good. And now on the zoom in, you need to do this, that only give graph to the second keyframe and make sure to give it the second graph line. Then move it straight from both of the sides, just like this. But make sure that it's down instead of going up. And then just do the same graphs on the next zoom out and do the same on the next zoom in too. And right after that, you guys just need to compound clip both of these and then just copy paste the graph that you did before. And there you have it. As you guys can see, this looks way better. And yeah, you guys also wanted to know how I make my shakes. So I'm not gonna make the shakes in this video because they will be too advanced for you right now, because I make them with the keyframes, and I'm not able to make you guys understand how I do them. So I'll just make another script for that video. I never script my videos, I just do it randomly, as like I'm doing right now. So I'll just make a scripted video so that I can make you guys understand how I do my graphs. So I just need to write up some stuff and I'll show you how I do it. So for now, as you can see, you have done these graphs. So that's just basically it. That's how I do my graphs. I taught you guys the simple zoom in and zoom out too, and also my advanced graphs. Now, after all of this, what I do is that I just compound clip all of this again. Like I've given them the shake, I've given them the zoom in and zoom out. Now I just compound clip them again. And then what I do is that just simply give them motion blur, because this one motion blur looks very good, but if you do it after exporting, that looks kind of bad. So the setting for my motion blur is that I keep it around 70 and the blend 30. So I'll just do that quickly here, and after the motion blur is applied, I'm going to show you what's the difference between the character movement and without the character. So as you can see, the first clip is without the character movement, so it looks stiff. So that's why it's not that good. But if you advance it and give it some character movement, as you can see on the second clip, it looks really good. And same for the other zoom in and zoom out too. So as you can see, this one looks kind of odd, but if you give it the character movement, this looks way better. So that's it for today, guys. That's it for today's tutorial. And I hope that I made you understand whatever I said in this tutorial. And if you guys have any suggestion for next tutorials like glitch or anything, just comment them down below. I'll make that tutorial. So see you guys in another video. Till then, bye bye.